Welcome back to iBookRoseFool's YouTube channel. I am Pritha. This is episode number 5 of our deal interview. C is how we deal with different time intervals. So here, firstly, I have 3 tables over here. The Bangalore sales table, in which I have sale ID, the date, sale date, product key, customer ID, quantity, unit price, unit cost, and the store location. Okay. So Delhi, this is for the Delhi table with the same columns. Kolkata, same. Okay. Now the thing is that in here, the first recorded sales date to 2019, and it is still ongoing over here, 33/2025. Okay. For the Delhi one, the first recorded sales date is 16/4/2018. So this store was opened in April 2018. Okay. And again, this is still ongoing. The two stores were opened in different dates and it is still ongoing. Now, for the Kolkata one, the store was opened in 7/6/2015 and this store was closed down on 20th September 2019. Okay. Sorry, 20th September 2020. So this store was closed down in 2020, right? Now in here, I have just appended the 3 tables over here. And this is my final table, which I will be working with. Okay. Now here, I have built a calendar table, which is nothing but a simple calendar with the start date, which is 2015, 1st January 2015, and it's going until today, right? Now in the modeling, I've connected the sales date column with the calendar date column, right? So many to one connection. Now in here, what I want here is to see the average sales of each store. Okay. And this, there will be a slice of a date according to the period of dates selected. I will see my average. Okay. Right. So this is what I want as my final result. Now, normally what I will do is I will go and create a measure, right? Average equals to, so I will divide total sales function. Total sales is nothing but the multiplication, row-wise multiplication of my unit price with my quantity. Okay, I have used just the sum x function and multiplied the two columns, quantity and unit price. Okay, now total sales, here I will divide total sales with dative. Here I will calculate my minimum date within the selected dates, right? So I'll be selecting the dates from the slicer. So I want the minimum date to be what is the and here is the maximum date. So the maximum date will be calculate max of calendar date all selected calendar date, right? I want it in the date format, date div, and I am adding a 1 because in date div, the last date is always excluded. So this is what I want to divide to get my average, right? Normally I would do that. But here, now I'm creating another table over here. Let's just create another sheet over here. Add a date. Here I will add the stores over here. And then I will add my averages, right? Now if I add the slicer over here for date, see, this is not actually right. This actually is not showing me the actual picture. Why? Because this is not actually taking into consideration the date it was opened and the date it was closed. Okay. So this is not right. So to make this consideration, to make sure this consideration is taken into place, what I have to do is I have to change this part a bit. I have to put some condition. What condition? The conditions are this. So first here, I have found out my minimum date, which is nothing but the minimum calendar date in the all selected and maximum date all selected here. Now I am finding my maximum sales date. Okay. Minimum sales date. Now the final date minimum, if my minimum sales date is less than my minimum date, right? So here what is happening over here is here I have selected my date, right? So now if my minimum sales date is less than this date, then I will choose this date. Okay. Otherwise, I will choose my minimum date. So here it is saying that, let me explain this once again. So here, if minimum sales date is less than the minimum selected date, then I will choose the minimum date. But if my minimum date is greater than my minimum sales date, then I will choose my minimum sales date. But let's talk about the Bangalore one. Now, let's say the Bangalore store was opened in December 2018. I don't remember the actual date it was opened, but somewhere in let's say December 2018. Okay. Now, I have chosen my minimum selected date is, let's say, 2015, December 2015. Okay. So in that case, since the Bangalore store has not been opened even yet, so that is why it will now select the minimum date over here, right? So in that case, it will select the minimum date, sorry, minimum sales date over here, right? So what is happening over here is if minimum sales date is less than minimum date, what this means is, let's say my minimum sales date is 2018, December 2018. So means 1st December 2018. And the minimum date that I have selected is 1st December 2015. Now, if I talk about the Bangalore sales, Bangalore store, so that store has not even been opened yet. So obviously the minimum date cannot be that. The average minimum date cannot be that. So in that case, what I will consider is my minimum sales date. It will take the minimum date as 1st December 2018 and not 1st December 2015. Otherwise, it will take the minimum sales date. Sorry, minimum date, right? Now, it is the same for the final date maximum. If the maximum sales, that means if the maximum, if we talk about Kolkata, the Kolkata store was closed down in 20th September 2020, right? Now, if my maximum date is, let's say, March 2025, 1st March 2025. Now, this store, Kolkata store, is not even open now. So, obviously, the maximum date for average calculation cannot be that. So, in that case, the maximum date which we will consider is the maximum sales date, which is the 20th September 2020. Otherwise, we'll consider the maximum date. Okay. So now we are returning the date difference between the final date minimum, final day maximum in the day interval, and I am adding a +1 over here because I want the total number of days here and not -1. As the div does, it excludes the last day. Okay. So this is my date selected calculation, and my average sales is nothing but dividing total sales by the date selected. Okay. If we do that, here we can see the actual picture. Okay. So this is my actual average dates. So here you can see Bangalore is now only 32 because I've selected from 1st January 2015 to 2019 over here, right? The Bangalore store has just opened at this time, right? So that is why it is 32 right now. Same for Delhi, it just opened the previous year, but Kolkata is doing good because this is its whole 10 year, right? Almost its whole 10 year. So this is the actual average date, and this is how we deal with different time intervals. Okay. So this will be all for today. Thank you guys, and I hope you will use this in your future endeavors. Okay. Bye guys.